Hi, I'm Patrick, and this is the Mach-E vlog. Today, Ford is unveiling a new feature coming to the Mach-E and select other Ford vehicles that will allow you to record a voice memo and send it directly to the company. We're going to go over all the details and interview one of the engineers that made this possible. So let's go. Okay, so let's introduce Jason from Ford. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Jason, and let's get started.
Yeah, well, my name is Jason Griffin from Ford Motor Company. I'm currently one of the power unit quality supervisors at Ford, and I'm here today to give you some information about this new feature that we've developed called Record Feedback.
Awesome. So Record Feedback is now a new thing coming on the Mach-E. Do you want to tell us a little bit about where the idea came from this and how it's been developed with Ford?
Sure. Yeah, actually, a good friend and colleague of mine, Tim Whitrock, and I started having weekly quality meetings to where we wanted to try to figure out better ways of connecting with our customers. We had both been reviewing quality data for large parts of our career, so the idea kind of generated from Tim, and Tim Whitrock, that is. We basically were able to develop the idea, formulate a team, and what was really nice about it is we both recognized the pitfalls of the kind of some of the current ways of collecting quality data, and we were able to really generate a new method that allows us to not only collect voice data, which is heat of the moment type data, as it's actually maybe happening to a customer, but also when you press this button, this record feedback button, it grabs a snapshot of connected vehicle data as well, which is very, very important to helping engineers root cause the issues internally here at Ford.
So let's go over a little bit of what it actually is. So now on the Mach-E, if I hit on my app drawer, there's a button that says record feedback. So I can tap on that and leave a voice memo. And it's also going to send that voice memo as well as connected vehicle data, as you said. So what all does that entail?
Yeah. So when you press the button, it's really great. It kind of gives you, it's an open mic for 45 seconds, and you can say whatever you want, things that you love, things that you dislike. Even you can mention experiences about what's going on with your Ford vehicle, or with Ford or Lincoln in general. So when you press the button, a voice prompt will come over the vehicle, and it'll say, "Tell us any likes, dislikes, or other suggestions you might have about experiences with your vehicle." And then you can say whatever you want. And at that very same time, when you press that button, it will grab a bunch of connected vehicle data. Basically, software logs across the various modules, the ECG, TCU, ADAS module, various other modules as well. And it will ingest that information into Ford, into our quality system. And all that information is very, very useful in root causing issues. And it's really changing the way we're able to address issues, because, if you think about in the past, we might have survey data, which is just either an email or a paper survey that's filled out at, say, three months in service, maybe a year in service, 3 years in service. But what we don't have with that is the ability to have this connected vehicle data, which really allows us to root cause and come up with solutions a lot faster than we ever have before.
That's exciting, because one of the things that I've thought about is, it's even when I have a problem with the car and it's something that I can resolve on my own, I just need to look up the setting, even in the screen. I'm driving down the road and I don't even, I get to where I'm going and I stop and I forget about it, and then I get in the car and then it happens again. So it's hard to even remember what the issue was or how to resolve it. So this sounds like it's I can literally just tap that, record the data, and just send it on its way. I don't have to wait for a survey or anything like that.
So, yeah, you don't have to remember. And that's what's changing. A traditional survey, you might have to think back 3 months in service, a year later, what do I really like, or what did I like about that vehicle? What did I not? Now it's it's changing the type of feedback we're getting because it's instantaneous, right? Something maybe just happened, or maybe the person you're riding with says, "Oh, I really don't like how this works or that works." Well, now you can press the button and let us know live time, and it really changes. It changes the type of feedback because it is heat of the moment type feedback, right? It is happening now. When you hear this information, the information that people leave with us, right? You can hear it now in their voices. Like, they really can be quite passionate about things that go on with their vehicle, likes and dislikes. And we've basically added this channel to our customers as part of our efforts to go to an always on type relationship with our customers. And I think our customers are actually some of the feedback is suggesting that they really do appreciate the ability to do this, to either leave a nice comment or to complain, and we're here to ingest that information and try to make the next Ford that they might buy a better one, or even with software updates, make their existing Ford better, as that always on, ever trying to improve the product, even the product that you're currently in.
So it sounds like you're also like Ford is willing to basically take all types of feedback, whether it's just like a like or dislike, a suggestion. It could be like for the Mach-E of like, hey, the next generation, I want this. So it's like, it's not really limited except for the fact you don't want somebody to go like, hey, I got a flat tire and that's my feedback. Do you want to, for that, It's like, yeah, you still got to get somebody to change your tire. That's not going to be done with a voice feedback.
Right. Well, we disclose in the information. There's a little info button, a circle button that you can press, and we disclose what we do with the information, and we do mention that if you have a safety or service related concern, you need to follow up with your dealership. But yeah, it is though truly meant to be there to capture anything. I mean, it could be a little annoying thing. It could be, hey, I don't like my paint job. It could be, hey, Ford, you did a great job on this Mach-E, but I'd like to see this, that, or the other thing. We do get a lot of feedback around, when we release new software updates, right? Because now your center screen maybe will look a little bit different. So we get, likes and dislikes every time we release a software update. And, that information gets channeled into the company now and into the, directed to the right engineers who can decipher that information and try to make the best decision going forward on whether we should or should not change something. So just because one person says we should change something, obviously, you gotta balance it, because there could be a lot of people that do also like that change. So yeah, it's very exciting, and it's just completely a new way of being able to interact with the feedback and make improvements that will really help the company quickly.
Yeah, because you mentioned updates, and like if you are trying to like roll out an update, like how do you know that there's a problem or not? And I can think of the specific case of where there was a couple of updates like last year where one pedal mode got turned off after the update, and I would just turn it back on and I'd forget about it. But now I think that makes it a very good way of sitting there and reporting that. And if it's just me, I'm assuming Ford can go like, hey, it's just one person. But if there's like, you roll out an update and you get 20 people reporting it on the same day, it all of a sudden makes it like, this is an issue versus something that you may never hear about, or you hear about it 3 months later, or like me, like I just forgot about it completely myself.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, absolutely. I mean, yeah, like with your example, right? So yeah, so going forward now, yeah, you can press that button and you can let us know. And because we have that connected vehicle data, right? Like I was mentioning before, you can, we can look at those software logs, and we have the right, people internally, the specialists who are able to faster root cause that and release, software that would then potentially correct that issue that you're having. So it gives us, we have one example actually to where, without giving too many specifics, to where, we heard of an issue after, an update. It was routed to the right engineers, and we responded all within a week with new software to correct said issue. So we're able to move a lot faster now than we have before with this kind of feedback. And it's just great to kind of mesh the actual, customer voice, what they're experiencing, and then you get to look at, the internals, what's going on in the software of the vehicle. You mesh those together, and you're able to really come up with some good solutions.
And then, as you mentioned, the other aspect is, you can also forward your likes and dislikes. And I think the likes is one that probably gets overlooked no matter what type of survey or feedback you're getting in whatever company. But, for our viewers, I want to encourage you to, put your likes out there as well, because I think that's important feedback to say, like, hey, I got this update, or I really like how Ford does whatever in my Mach-E or whatever. Because I think the positive feedback is also really good, because we've had a lot of good updates recently that have worked seamlessly. And I want Ford to know that as well versus, just getting only the complaints.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, we want to hear the likes too, the loves as well, because that's the stuff that we'll want to do more of in the future, right? If you love something, you like something, let us know. And that's going to help to, potentially see more of whatever that is in the future. That's a very important part of it, right? I mean, people love to complain, and we're there to listen to that as well. But it's meant for likes as well. So, and loves.
Well, thank you for your time today. I'm really excited. It sounds like in a way, just like a minor feature. You're just adding a button with a voice memo. But I think big picture, this is actually really awesome to see coming from Ford, that we have a direct way to leave some feedback, positive, negative, and to see that Ford is going to be taking these and addressing these issues, if nothing else, for the next generation Mach-E. Maybe, as you said, with some over-the-air updates, things may get addressed even sooner. So I think it's really exciting. Sounds like a minor thing, but looking at big picture, it's really great to see Ford dedicating the time and the efforts to get more feedback from customers, because that's always an important thing as a customer to be heard, and Ford is going to be hearing me.
Yeah, and we want to hear that. And I do want to clarify as well. I mean, I know we're talking about the Mach-E, but it's currently on 300,000 plus vehicles in the wild right now, including Mach-E, some F-150 Lightnings. We're starting to roll it out onto the regular the ICE internal combustion engine F-150, as well as Expedition and Edge right now. And by next calendar year, we'll be on a total of 11 different vehicle lines. So this isn't just a Mach-E thing. This is across the board,
a Ford thing.
Yeah, Ford.
There.
Right.
Well, that's even better. A friend of mine just bought an Escape hybrid. So I didn't hear you mention Escape hybrid, but is that one that may be getting it at some point?
Let's see. Yeah, Escape will be getting it. Next year at some point. Yes.
Nice. It's really cool to see. I know the Mach-E has been getting a lot of attention from us because that's what we have. But it's really we have a lot of friends and a lot of Fords, and I know that they'll be just as happy to get this feature. So thanks again for your time today. And I look forward to submitting some feedback. We're going to go hop in the car, and you'll be getting a voice memo from me very shortly.
All right, well, very good.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you so much for your time.
Okay. We're in our Mach-E. And as Jason was saying, this is going to come to other Ford vehicles besides the Mach-E, but let's give it a try. This is the first time I haven't actually tried the record feedback yet, but we tap on the home button that gets us to our app drawer. There's the record feedback button down here.
Record any likes, dislikes, or suggestions about the experiences with your vehicle, and then select send.
And let's go ahead and tap on the icon, and it just gives us a little bit more info. It's basically saying that the voice recording may be used for product improvement, R&D, that it will have connected vehicle data, and you can go into your settings, connectivity, connected vehicle features to review and customize what data is being shared. You can also call 1-800 to talk to the customer relationship center. And of course, contact your dealer first if you have a safety or service related issue. So, basic disclaimer there, but let's go ahead and record feedback. I want to actually submit one that I think would be a help. Hi, Ford. This is a test. Basically, I would like to add an easy way to adjust the charging level in the Mustang Mach-E with a slider on the sync screen or something like that. So that if I go and plug in at a mall or at a hotel, I can set my charge limit just by dragging my finger or tapping on the screen. I think that would make it a lot easier. Thanks.
Thank you. Your feedback was sent.
Cool. Pretty simple. Okay, what did you guys think? I thought that was a pretty simple way of sending feedback. I know I'm going to use it as I, just want to like reemphasize things that I like or let Ford know about any little issues that I come up with. I really like that it's very easy to get to in the car and that you can just tap on it and record a little memo. But I want to know what you think. Do you think this is a positive step? Will you use it? And if you have used it or if you're going to use it, like what do you plan on reporting to Ford? Don't just say down here, but actually, like do it in the car or truck or whatever you have. But like, let me know like what features and things like that are you talking about? Good, bad, whatever. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I want to thank all of our Patreon members that have supported us along the way, the Unbridled, the Whisper, and the Engaged. I did that out of order, but that's okay. But I did want to mention we also have YouTube memberships now. We're really trying to push that. We're trying to get to 30 in the next week, and we're only at 6. It's only $1.99 a month. It gets you some really cool perks like custom emojis and things like that. We're going to try to give you some like insider videos and stuff down the road. Anyways, please, if you haven't, consider joining. And of course, do the bare minimum. Give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. And as Liv would say, and she made me a shirt so I wouldn't forget, whatever you drive, enjoy the ride. And you can buy one of these too. I'll try to link it down below. So if you want one of these Liv Design shirts, you can have it too. Bye.